Go Power Rangers! Go Power Rangers! Go Power Rangers!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Pitstain Hobbies, the dumbest scale modeling channel on all of YouTube. Today we're back on the awesome Fanhome Power Rangers Megazord. Go, go. Oh, I can't. That show is so corny, but I just like the Megazord a lot. Links below to Fanhome. Following those links helps let them know you came from my channel, or at least from the US. I don't know. I don't get any money out of it, but hey, you know, they continue being nice to me and sending me awesome models to build for everybody. So we're getting back on the saber-tooth tiger here. I also got other links below. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, for the love of God, I don't put out spam. Just subscribe, please. I'm dying over here. I'm kidding. It doesn't really matter. I'll make $61 a month instead of $60 a month if we get enough people. It's really, we're not doing this for a living, man. That one, no. But I do it because it's awesomely fun, and I get to interact with all you awesome dudes and ladies in the chat, mostly dudes. It's usually a sausage fest on my videos, but that's fine with me. Not a lot of ladies in the modeling hobby. A couple. One of my best fans ever. She was a letter carrier in the UK. I haven't heard from her in forever. I just kind of wanted to check up on her, see if she's okay. But that being said, we are going to take the other side of our saber-tooth tiger's front torso and drop one of these big, meaty joints in there, which is nicely machined, which means no lube on sein screws. Okay? No screwy lube. All right, we're going to get our little washers out here. Oh, 4, perfect. That rarely happens to me. And we'll get 4 screws out here. And we're going to put a washer and screw. A washer and then a screw into each of these 4 holes. 1 second, please. All righty. So that fella's bolted in, nice and easy. That's simple. Even a caveman could do it. Sorry to insult you cavemen out there. No. Take this belly panel with the thicker part facing the head. In. First you're burping and the Germans are angry. Now you're coughing in people's ears. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. Okay. And we got to get a couple of PB screws into these 2 holes here. Let's get that together. I'm really enjoying putting together this Megazord. It's pretty nice. It's substantial. Like, honestly, the pictures, like, the website doesn't really do it justice. These things are pretty huge. This is a large Zord. It's big. I like big Zords, and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Oh no, here we go. Karaoke night with Ian. Actually, no. Karaoke night's usually with my buddy Todd, the mypartworks.com guy. When we do our live streams. Man, he loves karaoke. I don't think he would want to do it in person. He's rather bad. He's rather, you know, reserved. Doesn't like being on camera. And, you know, he's very good at it. Very charismatic dude. By the way, if you want to meet my charismatic friend Todd, myself, and my other charismatic friend Jordan, along with World of Wayne, Will's Workshop, and probably Mike Lane from Mike Lane's Mods, we will all be at Telford this year, 2025. Holy hell. It is going to be wild. I will behave myself. I've been to the UK before. I respect their culture, and I always try to be polite. Until some guy tried to block me from getting to my wife on the security check-in line at Heathrow because I was getting something out of my bag real quick, and he walked around me. And then I walked around him to get back to my wife, and he got all butthurt. He was the first mean British person I met, besides the guy that told me to go F myself, artard, on the subway. But that was my fault. So I really, you know, I still told him to go F himself, too, because I'm from New York. I rode the subway. I would have said the same thing to a tourist who was standing in front of the train door on his phone, and people were trying to get off. Oh boy. No, he was totally in the right. But that was a great experience getting told off on the British tubes. I loved that. I had a blast. My wife was all upset. Her aunt and uncle, they're like, "Oh my God!" And I said, "Nah, that was me. I was wrong. I was standing in front of this stupid door. Should have got out of the way." Yeah, there we go. But yeah, the Brits will tell you when you mess up. They are not shy about that, and I don't mind. We got to get legs. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Screwed together. Fantastic. So now we're going to take the legs, and they have this nice little cutout here, so they're only going to fit on correctly one way. And as you can see, there are 4 holes. Got to do the same thing. This is going to be a little tricky because it's kind of a deep hole. Is we got to get 8 more of these screws, 4 each side, and 8 more of these washers, again, 4 each side, into these legs. Make sure the red knee pads, whatever the hell they are at the front towards the head. Descend forward. So I think what we're going to do is kind of go in, but that didn't work. Oh no. Yep, there it is. All right, riddle me this. What's the best way to get these screws in? I could have just watched Will's workshop videos or Wayne's videos. However, for fudge's sake, these screws are like stainless or something. There it is. Son of a... All right. Well, you're getting what you paid for over here at Pit Stain Hobbies. Just me fumbling and grunting. Let's see. The screws are mildly magnetic. The washers are mildly magnetic. Let's just remagnetize. I find I've had to do this a few times. I mean, that's why they give you a magnetizer. It's like, it's not just to temporarily magnetize and then demagnetize. I think it's also to remagnetize because I think it wears off. I'll have to, someone Google that for me and let me know in the comments. I mean, I can Google it myself, but it's more fun if you guys do it and then show me being a moron in the comments. I kind of go upside down. There we go. That's the trick. Get it at a, get that screw and screwdriver at an upward angle into the part. Now to repeat this fumbly process 7 more times, and I will be back in a second for all of you. All right, well, the remagnetizing of the screwdriver actually did everything. I was able to go straight down from the top very, very carefully because these are not super magnetic screws. They're magnetic-ish. Yeah. So we've got our legs on. Now we got to do is pop these little caps on, which once you get these on now, they're going to be quite difficult to get back out without damaging them. So make sure all your things are tight. And there we go. These rotate perfectly and very nice. Excellent. Look at the Macarena. It's like a T-Rex, but with a saber-tooth tiger head now. Okay. So let's go. Oh dear. Ian, you are a big dumb animal, and we have this part left over, which is for the pterodactyl thing, the birdie. So let's go there. Let's get out pack 40. What's this looking like here? Got it. Looks like more pterodactyl bits. There we go. Sorry, petrodactyl. Oh geez, my comments are really gonna blow up because someone stopped watching when I said pterodactyl and did not continue watching for the next 15 seconds. And now they're like, it's a petrodactyl. I know, I'm sorry, okay? My bad. If you're watching, I warned everyone at the beginning of the video. Dumbest modeling channel on YouTube. I don't want to misadvertise my skill level here. I'm a moron. Okay, we got some chest pieces. There we go. Actually, a little smart sometimes. Yeah. I'm not a whistle tutor. That is not a joke about lifestyles. So let's see here. Oh boy, toot my own whistle. Only with my hand when I was a teenager or when the wife's away. Or sort of, randomly. I don't know. Let's see here. So we got to go grab the Pterodactyl's main body section. I'll be right back. Alrighty. We've got the Pterodactyl parts here. We're going to take all these little lovely chromed metal plates, and we're going to put one in there, and we're going to put this one over here. The sides go on first. Okay, and then the center will go in there. And then we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these little stainless steel looking PWM screws into those holes. Probably use a little lube on those, but let me get those 8 screws in and I will return momentarily. And yes, I will wipe my greasy paw prints off of this. Okay, so there we go. And that is absolutely beautiful. And all metal, except for the plastic frame holding all the panels in. Metal. This thing is heavy. What we're going to do now is flip her over. I got a fresh yellow towel out because my towel got too dirty. We're going to just going to pop these down. So there's a post here, and there's a post here, and that's a screw hole. They're not telling us to put a screw in this just yet. So don't prematurely screw this thing in. And you want to make sure you get your second post on there. There we go. And I'm sure this will fall off the second I breathe on it. But yeah, we're just going to place those in there for now. And that's it for this stage. So let's go over to 41. Okay, looks like something else may retain these parts in. Okay, let me see. 41. So we got here. Still got some screws in there. Oh boy, you know what really is the first world problems is all the damn screws and all the bead organizers I have to buy to build all these things. It gets insane. I always notice when a model has less screws rather than more, it's always like, oh, this is a treat. Let's see here. We got this. Okay, so this is going to go right on here. With a couple of PB. Oh, we need this cod piece here. Let's see. Does the skinny part go at the top? No, the wide space posts will go at the top. Houston? Oh, there we go. The skinny posts go in that hole. And the wider ones go in the bottom holes. Then we sandwich this on there. Get a couple PB screws in there. Okay. All right. I see what you're doing. Okay, let me get those 2 PB screws in. The little black plastic screws. Well, they're metal, but I'm saying the black screws meant for plastic. These right here. And I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty. Oh, that's installed. That's how it should look in the front. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to start putting the little LED board. Hello. There we go. Into here. Before we do that, let's just double check that it works. We're going to break out our Mike Lane Test Circuit Pro. MikeLaneMods.com. You can get one of these Test Circuit Pros. I don't have a discount code. Mike doesn't do discount codes, even for his favorite peoples. So we're going to plug this into the LED tester. Right. Yeah. Does it fit? It's a little small. Might need an adapter. Oh no, it goes. Just be very careful. And let's hit the button. And there we are. She's lit up. This thing is great. The last thing you want to do is fully assemble something and realize you got a dud of an LED when you could have just paused, called customer service, and gotten a replacement. So yeah, there you go. This thing is invaluable. You should test every single thing you can with this before you do it. It'll test battery boxes, individual batteries, LEDs, speakers, motors, switches. It pretty much will connect to just about everything you need to test on a part work kit. I've run into very few things that won't plug into this. So it's very handy, especially since, they don't give you a test board with every model. Some models come with a test circuit and some don't. So we're just going to screw this in with a PB screw to this little hole right here. Hold on, you can't see it. Let me put the screw in and I'll show you. My camera setup isn't as good as Mike's. But yeah, there we go, just like that. And we'll probably have to do some routing or something to make sure. Oh, it's a little sloppy still. Just tighten it until it doesn't wiggle anymore. Don't go crazy. It's a circuit board, okay? It's not an alternator on an F-150. Okay, it's not a rim on a heavy-duty truck or anything. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't wiggle anymore. Good, perfect. Next, we're putting eyeballs into the head beak area. Oh, it's pretty pink, actually. It's not even red. Whatever. It's fine. I'm going to have this thing in robot mode like 99.9, 100% of the time. I'm lying. I'll have the individual animals, like the Zords, and I'll show them off at the end of the build. Each individual Zord, or as they get built, we'll show them off, and we'll show them off at the end. And then we will combine them and form Megazord. And then that's how it'll probably stay until I die. And it's sold to some collector by my wife at an estate sale. There we go. I told her, I said, here, I'm giving her price lists before I even kick the bucket. I'm only 46. And these little eyeballs, little lenses just kind of fit in there like so. All right. I can't believe I got it right on the first try. I'm usually not that good. And then, oh, when the eyes fell out. Come on, get in there. Get back in your home. Are you too good for your home? Okay, so keep this thing perfectly level. Take this, flip it over, and then we're going to put it on to its posts. Oh, good. It has a pass-through right there so it doesn't pinch the wire. And we're going to put 2 more PB screws in these 2 holes. All right. Very carefuling, Ian. Carefuling. There we go. There we go. PBs. And let me get this in. I'll be back in a sec. Okay. She's all in. Looking good. There we go. And now we got to build, looks like the neck, I think. So we want to take the neck with the R, have it in this orientation. Let's get our scissors out. I've magnetized my scissors somehow. They're picking up screws. Oh, whatever. They're picking up screws better than the screwdriver was. Whatever. Yeah. So is life. Okay, so the larger of the 2 silicone bushings is going to go in this top hole. And the smaller of the 2 is going to go into this bottom opening. Up. You only get 1. Don't drop it. Don't lose it. There's no spares. Okay. These are just the friction bushings, basically. There you go. Smaller one on the bottom, bigger one on the top. And then we are going to shove these 2 together. We want to route the cable. Oh, we want to route the cable through this. Okay. So we're going to, I'm just going to zoom in a bit here so we can see a little better. We got to route the cable through this side. Okay. Come on. There we go. We could probably, yeah, there we go. Get her over. All right. Like that. We want to go under this and over. So we want to go in, over, under, out. Just like that. Then we will sandwich them together. Make sure you keep your cable in place and make sure you can move it. Okay? And now would be a good time to plug it into the tester again and test it. This will tell you if you pinched a wire. If you pinched a wire, you can either repair it if you know how to solder, or you can cry for help to customer service, but our eyes light up. Perfect. Okay. No, seriously, I mean, I've pinched wires plenty of times, and I've built a lot of these models, and I've pinched a wire or two in my day. So, I mean, just recently, my Apache build for IPMS, I pinched a wire. I was so embarrassed. Okay. So now we're going to put this down in here, and I think we're going to kind of leave a little bit of slack. We really don't need a ton of slack, so pull some of your slack through. There we go. And now, and then, we're putting a roll pin through here. Insert the smooth end of the metal head pin onto the hole. Okay, 4110. All the way through the head and neck. Okay, and that roll pin 4110 is the shorter of the two. Okay. So this is slightly technical. So we're going to take the non-knurled part, because there's knurling on the other end, and we're going to make sure we line her up. And then we're going to get her shoved through. Now, to get her fully shoved through, I'm going to grab a big ol' like 3mm hex driver, and I'm just going to send her home. Make sure it's lined up. Okay, and then all the way through. So that way it's flush with that side of the neck, and it's flush out there as well. So perfect. Lovely. Now our neck can move. Look at that. All right. Enough being a moron for 5 seconds, Ian. Okay. We're going to take this big mamma jamma, white side facing up, because the other side is gray, as you can see, clumsily. We're going to put that there. And we have to put this into here, right onto the end of the neck, get it lined up with those holes. And we're going to put the longer roll pin through this one and do the same thing. So we'll get it shoved in there. Now this one, I want to be careful. I'm going to do this on the edge of my workbench, maybe, or something. Let's see. Yeah. Just putting it on the edge of my work mat so this could hang over the edge of the desk. And she's now shoved through and flush. And now we're going to do this like that. And we're going to put it onto these top two posts right here. Okay. And that's it. So we've still got like this not screwed down, this not screwed down, this is not screwed down yet. So let's go to 42. See what we got to do in here. 42. Got more Pterodactyl. Dora! Oof, man, garbage can is packed solid. I'm a cheapskate. Like, I don't want to buy garbage bags frequently. So, like, I'm that classic guy. Until that garbage can is, like, packed solid. Like, my wife will tie up a garbage bag when it's only, like, 80% full. Drives me nuts. Even though she's the frugal one, and I'm the one blowing money on all the hobby stuff, for some reason, she just... The garbage bags are, like, garbage bags to her. I don't know. I'm weird. I grew up kind of poor. We always had straws in the house, though. That was one thing. My dad was adamant. He's like, I don't care how little money I make. We're not drinking out of cups without a straw like some kind of junkyard dogs. And I'm like, all right, whatever, Dad. Whatever floats your boat. But I did become accustomed to having straws. So now when I go somewhere and I don't get a straw, oh, the only thing worse than not getting a straw is getting a paper straw. Like, that's just adding insult to injury right there. It's like you've already not given me a real straw. It's paper. It's falling apart as I drink this drink. Come on now. Ugh, those things gotta go. I mean, metal straw. I like the sugar cane or some. It's an all-natural straw that's not made of plastic. It's like sugar, because I do like turtles, as I say normally. This kit comes with a lot of turtle death. But I do like those new, like, very rigid, I think they're made out of, like, recycled sugar cane or something. Those are good straws. All right. What are we doing here? Wait. You want me to put this in the crotch before I secure? Okay, everything's falling out now. So we're just going to shove this in here. All right. Oh, the phone. Be right back. Okay. Wifey was just calling to say goodnight, basically. Okay, so we need this part, 42.3, and this part, and we're going to put on... squeeze that on there. Nice snug fit. And... let's see. Oh, come on. I got plastic wrap under my mouse. Okay, and this is going to go right down here. Okay. I know I say okay a lot. I also say oakley dokley. These fell off as expected, so we just got to pop these suckers back on there. There we go. Then pop this down, and this should fit where? Okay. All right. So this is going to go here onto that post. That's going to go here onto this post. All right. Great. And back here, make sure everything fits down nice and flat. Everything snaps into place. And we're going to need 3 PB screws. So 1, 2, and 3. So let me get those in, and I'll be back in a sec. Those screws are in. Now we got to get one of these PWM screws into this hole here. Like so. Okay. And then... and we need one more PB screw in this hole right here. Let's get that installed real quick. Alrighty. Flip her back over. And we are going to shove in this thing. Or this thing. Nope, definitely this thing. This one is going to go right here. Like that. With another PWM screw. So let's get that in there. I know I'm screwing in screws on camera. It's weird. I've been doing that a little more lately. Some people, they want to see that. I mean, that's fine. Gives me more time to talk. And run off the annoying guys who don't want to hear anyone talk. They just want you to build and be boring and quiet and just show us what to do. Yeah, no, dude, you're not. No, you clicked on the wrong channel if you want quiet time. And then we got this little filler panel, and there's 2 posts, like you can see there. And we're going to just shove into these holes. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Okay. Looking good. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, sorry. Broke my rule. This little piece was supposed to go under this wingy section. This little guy was supposed to shove in here. I clearly missed the instructions on that. See, I am not good at reading instructions. So if you're not good at reading instructions, don't feel bad. You're not alone. All right, that screw's got to come all the way out, I guess. We'll just flex it up a little bit and sneak her in there. There we go. Ah, mistake resolved. Someone was probably yelling at their screen already. Ian, you forgot to put in that little red panel. Yes. Okay, there we go. That's in, and we're done with this stage. We still have this left over, because in the next stage, we're basically doing the same exact thing for the other side. Literally the same exact thing. So I'm just going to knock this together real quick. Then we'll go over anything special in here. Mostly, I'll date check this battery and see how old it is. We weren't getting, some of this stock was older stock, and the batteries were a bit on the senior end of the spectrum. And this is a 2022 battery, so I really don't trust that so much. So I'm gonna dig me up a newer battery, because you get a few replacements here and there. I'll dig that up also and find it, but I'll be right back. Okay, so that's screwed in. We didn't get this cover plate yet, but yeah, that's nice. So I did find the newer battery. This one's date coded 2024/8. So it's just a little over a year old instead of being like friggin' 3 years old. We got to put a piece of this black sticky foam around it, and that helps secure it into its little slot it will end up going into wherever that happens to be at the end of this assembly. So we're going to leave that little battery in there. We know it's good. It's a newer battery, so that's great. But yeah, hey guys, that's it. That's all she wrote for pack 43, part 43, stage 43, issue 43. All the damn terms. I can't keep track. But yeah, look at that. Oh, there we go. It's a nasty looking bird. So yeah, cool, awesome. Hey everybody, thanks for watching my silly head build a model again. Either way, like, subscribe, comment, check the link, click the links below. You can go to Amazon. You can buy crap that's on this table. It helps me out. I get a few ducats here and there. Dropped something as usual. I need like one of those safety nets they have at like Topgolf. You're like 3 stories up on a driving range. They have that catch net in case someone swings and falls over drunk. It'll catch them. I need something like that. Like, I need like a foot out from the work, or at least a 6-inch net coming off the front of the workbench. Like, catch things I drop. Oh, genius. Oh, genius idea. Oh, we'll call it the pit stain net. The pit stain safety net. You drop something, that catches it. See, a moment of brilliance. Even though now I won't be able to get my belly all the way up to the workbench, but I never really do that. I can pretty much reach all the way. And I'm about 6 inches away. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to come up with this thing. I'll figure it out. Until next time, fellow Power Ranger fans, this has been Pit Stain Hobbies. I am Ian, and I'll miss you guys until I see you again. Adios, everybody.